Yo, what's poppin', baby? Just got a ride party. Big up the Dank TV.
Yo, it's your girl Henny Chris, and you're watching Dank TV. We out this bitch.
It's your boy Cool Dre from around the way, here to steal your bait, and I'm here rolling with Dank TV.
My name is Young Chet, and you watching Dank TV.
Hey man, you already know what it is. It's your boy Cheeseburger from Cheeseburger Productions, the Dank Daddy from the Dank TV. And who do I have today?
You have Stephanie. That's Photo X Steph on IG.
Alright, Photo X Steph. Can you tell us a little bit about something you got going on?
Right now, I'm pretty much just working on my portfolio. I've been doing photography for about 4 years, but now I'm just trying to make it more serious.
Okay, so is this your first time working with Rich Black?
No, this is my second time working with him. Always a pleasure. Great vibes. Honestly, love working with him every time.
Okay. So, have you hopped on the video side of everything as far as the camera?
So I've tried, but it hasn't really caught my attention enough to keep going at it. I feel like it's way more stressful for me than photography. So I kind of like stayed away from it for a little bit. I'm open to working again, but I'd rather just work on photography for sure.
So you say you worked on photography for like 6+ years, right?
Yeah.
So have you worked doing different fashion shows, or can you expound on that a little bit?
No, so not really fashion shows. I did a lot of portrait work, and then a lot of fashion. Actually, I have another friend in Orlando that has a small clothing design company.
Fashion designer?
Yeah, fashion designer. But yeah, that's pretty much where I stay. A lot of portrait, a lot of fashion. Yeah.
So where would you say like your expertise falls under most? Are you more of a full body photographer, a headshot photographer?
Headshot for sure, yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Headshot. I'm expanding more just to start expanding more on my skills for fashion. But right now it's definitely headshots.
Okay. So where do you see yourself 10 years in the future with what you got going on now?
Hopefully working for a fashion line, working on their catalogs, like me being their go-to photographer for all of their catalog shoots. That'd be ideal for sure.
So what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Virgo.
Ooh,
hey, Virgo's in the house.
So tell us one good thing about Virgos and one bad thing we should be aware of.
Oh, you know, I feel like I'm in a job interview right now. So we're perfectionists. We get everything to the T, but also it can hold us back a little bit because we're so obsessed with this detail that we're not like happy with it until we kind of get it taken care of. And that's probably my biggest problem. I want things to be a certain way, and when it's not, I'm like, oh no, and I'm super obsessed until I fix it.
So what other signs are you compatible with?
So personally, I've seen that I'm kind of like compatible in every way, like with other signs. Like if I'm talking to someone, I always find like that commonality that I can relate to them, and I try not to dwell, especially if like I just met them, I'm not gonna try to dwell on that first bad impression. Because you don't know what they were doing during the day that they were stressed out.
Before that.
Exactly. But for the most part, I find myself being compatible with a lot of signs. Me personally. I don't know. There's some people that will say different, but.
So where you from?
I'm from here. I'm Puerto Rican, but I was raised in Orlando, Kissimmee area. But, yeah, I'm definitely from Florida. Florida girl.
So what you got going on? I know you're a photographer. Are your services for free? Tell us a little.
They're definitely not for free. I'm definitely trying to make a name for myself. But I am open to any kind of collaborations. I do believe that if we can exchange things that we can both benefit from, open to it. But for the most part, I mean, everybody's just out here trying to make some money. So
right.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, her services ain't free. You gotta pay for it. You gotta pay top shelf. it ain't for free. Cause her light bill, her phone bill, internet, cable, no car insurance. Cause when you get a car, it come with car insurance. I'm talking to somebody, goddamn. Hey, y'all know if y'all get a car, it come with car insurance, and all of that needs some money on it. And she got all of that. She got the car and it come with car insurance.
Yeah, right.
So her services ain't free. And as black business owners, we really gotta stop asking for free shit, discounts, because if y'all was in our shoes, y'all would be like, y'all need to pay everything. There ain't no discounts. So all of that, just don't come asking for discounts. DM her for her prices. What can we find you at again?
On Instagram, it's photo PHOTOX as in X-ray Steph STEPH. And that's my photography page.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you love yourself?
Of course, I'm trying to every day. It's a struggle, but you gotta try.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, for everybody out there that doesn't love themselves, can you tell us how to love ourselves?
I think it's accepting your flaws, especially with how the world is right now. There's a lot of, you gotta always comparing yourself with other people. It's just about understanding your flaws, focusing on your strengths, and rolling with it, and being vulnerable. I think that's the most important part of loving yourself, being vulnerable. Everybody's got their vulnerabilities, and just love that part as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you're a photographer, right?
Yeah.
So, do you have any tips for upcoming photographers out here in Orlando and the Miami area?
Oh man, don't compare yourself to other photographers. Don't let people, if they say no, just keep hitting other models up. You know, some people bail on you. There's always those photographers that deal with ghosting. Just keep trying to hit up other people. Work constantly with the ones that raise you up in any field, I feel like. But definitely don't let the work of other people get to you, because I feel like there's a lot of established people in any field, and that's kind of what tears a lot of people down, because they're not that person or they're not there yet. But I definitely don't think that that should be a reason for you to stop doing something you love doing. Yeah.
So how do you go about marketing yourself as an independent business owner?
So for right now, it's a lot of networking, talking to people, being nice and friendly, and being, putting myself out there. But it's mostly word of mouth right now. I do post a lot on my Instagram, but I don't DM a lot of people on Instagram. I usually try to make connections in person, because I feel like that's longer lasting than a message online.
So you work with a lot of models, right?
Yeah, a few.
So who's your favorite model that you're working with right now?
Oh man, you know what? That's hard, because they're such good ones.
Yes,
Oh
ma'am. I
no,
already know.
that's bad. No, I don't want to answer that. That's messed up.
Yeah, they come
I
out,
do. Yeah.
Favoritism. We don't want to.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. They all do really good, and especially some of the people I work with are like first-time models that they're trying to get into the scene, and for being new at it, they're super comfortable. Like, they break down their walls really quickly. So I definitely don't have a favorite. I don't have a least favorite. I don't have a favorite.
In the middle.
I'm in the middle. I want to keep it fair, because I don't want to. I don't have anyone that I wouldn't post, and somebody that I would post all the time.
So, what are your tips for models that's upcoming? Because I understand you're very experienced in what you do right now.
Yeah.
So, what are your tips for some of the models out here?
I think it's being comfortable in your own body. So do a lot of research, practice poses in the mirror. Don't be afraid to make mistakes or look weird, because some of these poses that they be putting you in, you feel like it's not right, but it looks perfect on camera. So it's definitely trusting the photographer, trusting the team, and trusting yourself more than anything, and what you're desiring to do if you want to make that a career.
So, what do you got to say to your haters?
Oh, damn, I don't even focus on that.
Ooh,
I don't even
she
think
ain't
about
worried
that.
about y'all.
I don't even think about that. I wish. I feel like I'm my biggest critic. That's the only hater I listen to.
Okay,
and
what
that's
do you got to
about
say
it.
to yourself?
Chill the fuck out, B. That's the only thing I gotta say.
Okay, so what do you got to say to everybody out there that's watching this that's supporting you?
Right now, thank you so much. I see you guys liking, commenting, sharing, and I appreciate it more than anything, especially the ones that hear me complain sometimes. They're the ones that lift my spirits up when I'm putting myself down. And those, I feel like, are the ones you got to keep around you all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and who am I with again?
Stephanie Gonzalez, nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much for talking to me.
No problem.
Yeah, and again on Instagram, it's photoxsteph.
Okay. So I am Cheeseburger from Cheeseburger Productions, and Dank Daddy from Dank TV. Is it Steph or Stephanie?
Stephanie.
I am with Stephanie, and I am Cheeseburger from Cheeseburger Productions, the Dank Daddy from the Dank TV, and I am out. Appreciate you.
That was so good. Thank you.
That's what I've been. I don't know how to pause it though.
It's right here.